Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal.
Yes, once again, welcome back, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Ukafomefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind it, but one day we shall. He is, of course, standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kika Biama, I am George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State. And like always, I must move ahead to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kika Biama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man. Onyeibe ozitewo ndị mozi yao kọgbapụta anyị ịmakwa n'ọnọdụ anyị na-emetụ ya n'obi ọ na-emetụ ya obi mgbe niile eze anyị ga-adị ndụ ọ na-adị ndụ lee Onyenwe anyị ozitewo ndị mozi ya ka ọ gbapụta anyị ịmakwa n'ọnọdụ anyị na-emetụ ya n'obi ọ na-emetụ ya obi mgbe niile eze anyị ga-adị ndụ anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadio inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o metụ anya ka gị Chineke metụ anya ka gị Onyenwe anyị o metụ anya ka gị olileanya ndị nsọ metụ anya ka gị Chimo ekwekwo n'aka anyị jiri otu awe na ekwekwo n'aka buru akpa ikpere alawa o ekwekwo n'aka anyị were ọla were ama o metụ anya ka gị Chimo ise. Of course, without wasting much of our time, we are just mere mortal, air and dust without the Creator. But of course, we understand we wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities and power. We wrestle against wicked spirit in the heavenly places. We wrestle against Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, and Sabotoa. We wrestle against ignorance. We wrestle against carelessness. We wrestle against negligence. We wrestle against wickedness. But in the end, we were here before they came. And be rest assured, we will still be here after we have gone. Of course, without wasting much of our time on this segment, we go straight to our topic, which is simply titled, We Are Biafrans. I understand a lot of listeners don't even understand who we are, because we do not take much time to introduce ourselves. And I think I will take the liberty to do that this evening. Our topic is simply, we are Biafrans. We are not Nigeria. We have never been Nigeria, and we will not be Nigeria. The shackles of slavery upon us is a temporal one. And of course, how those who are trapped in the zoo called Nigerian decide to see this zoo dismembered will actually redefine how our future relationship will be. But for those who in their dream, they think they are going to conquer us, you have to rethink again. You have to rethink again. Like I said, our topic is simply titled, We Are Biafrans. As a people, it is very important that we cherish our culture, which is our heritage, and most importantly, being able to tell our story by ourselves. Most especially, being able to tell your story by yourself. I understand that as a student, if you want to catch up with your study, don't see them as a study. You'll be struggling with your academics. Your academics work. You'll be struggling with them. Because you can imagine where you sit in a class and let's say it's physics. And then they say define physics. You now begin to speak BB grammar. It makes educational work, academical work more difficult. But when you go to class, just look at your teacher and somebody telling you story. You will see everything they teach you will sink into your brain. Because even as a child, our ancestors introduced test by moonlight, storytelling. This was to enable every child develop a reasoning capacity. And under normal circumstances, when you sit among your friends and they tell you their encounter, what they notice, maybe from their house to the office, and they are telling you a story of a particular accident that happened on the way, you will notice that they will not forget one single information. They will tell you all of them. They will tell you as the vehicle tumbled, the one jumped out, and this one happened. They will even add Jara. Why? Because this information got to them as story, not as education. And the more this information progresses, people will add their own pepper and salt. Of course, what I'm trying to say in effect is that when you are the one telling your own story, you will just present the story as it's supposed to be, as you want it to be. But when your enemies are the one telling you your own story, of course they can't say anything about you. Bring a Yoruba person online now and say, what do you think about this Biafra? He said they are Biafraud. They want to destroy our one Nigeria. They don't have any other thing to say. They are miscreants. Bring Awusa Fulani. How do you see IPOB? Oh, they are proscribed. They are proscribed. Terrorists without gun. But that is their own perspective or their own point of view. And of course, we are all Christians and we understand the implication there. Jesus understands the need to tell your story by yourself. And that is why towards the end of his ministry, he gathered his disciples and said to them, who do men say that I am? Jesus knows who he is. He does not need further introduction. But he wants to understand the perspective of people about him. Who do men say that I am? His tutored disciples responded one after the other. Oh, some say you are Elijah. Some say you are John the Baptist. Some say you are Moses. Some say you are one of the prophets. He said, good. Who do you say that I am? You have been with me all this while. Who do you say that I am? Until Peter said, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. And Jesus said, flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. Only our Father in heaven. Somebody in Britain, when you ask them, who are these Biafra? He said, don't mind them. They are greedy people. We are trying to help them protect their territorial integrity. Our territory integrity is more important to Britain more than our life. And so you get another story there. You ask America, who are these Biafran? They are people Britain hold as slave all this while. Actually, this is their case. We are looking at how to look into it. Go and ask Israel, who are these Biafran? They are claiming that they are Jewish people. Everybody will tell you. Go and ask Saudi Arabia. And I was they are, what is that name they call us? They are Nyamene. And then they are infidel. But that is their own opinion. Our people say, when lizard fall from up, nobody praise them. He go praise himself. And it is important, every Biafran child, man or woman listening to us, it is important you know who you are. When they say, you say, where do you come from? I'm a Biafran. Who is a Biafran? You know, say, we be slave inside Nigeria. We can't do inside Nigeria. We there for side West Africa. No. You start telling them that Biafra is an ancient kingdom. If you are in Germany, tell them Biafra predate Germany. If you are in America, tell them Biafra predate America. If you are anywhere, the only country that predates Biafra can be only found in Africa, including China and Japan. They could have been there, but we were here before they came and took over our life. You tell them with every degree of certainty that you know what you are saying. Don't even mention Nigeria there. We are located in West Africa region. Don't even mention Nigeria, because that name is cursed. But having said that, it is important you understand who we are. Because tomorrow now, these Fulani now, Janjaweed, they are tripping them into our land. Their mind is that Biafra is going to come immediately after coronavirus. So all those Alamajiri they are bringing in now, they will say, oh, we are Biafran, we are Biafran. They don't know DNA test is waiting for all of you already. DNA test, better DNA test. We know where we are going to deport you to, in the Ara. But of course, we must know who is a Biafran. Who is a Biafran? What makes you a Biafran? The point, like I was saying, our topic is simply, we are Biafrans. It is important that we remind ourselves who we are and who we are not. You must tell yourself, know the truth, who you are and who you are not. You know, in those days when our father wanted to talk to us, I remember one day my father called me. He said, see, my son, I can be a fighter, I can be a troublemaker, I can be this, I can be that, but there is one thing that I am not. I am not a thief. Single drop of thief, stealing is not in my blood. You see, stealing is not in my blood, and it cannot be in that of my son. You know, that was when we were going to steal sweet and tom-tom. You know, my mother sometime as a child said tinko and stockfish. So we just steal one. We are being sharp. But he said, no, you can't do that. But that is just by the way. We know who we are, and we should know who we are not. And sometimes it is good we tell them who we are. If Americans allow people to talk about their story, you will not like it. Many Americans will even write against America. But that is their business. And so we have to start by who we are not. As Biafrans are listening to me, understand that we know who we are and we know who we are not. Let us first of all look at who we are not. Number one, we are not domineering, but we are very ambitious. People say, oh, Igbos are domineering, but you are the one coming to steal Igbo land. Oh, Igbos are domineering, they will domineering you. You are the one domineering the Niger Delta you told you they are domineering. Biafrans are not domineering, but we are very ambitious people. Ambition is a virtue when it enables us to strive and to excel. Don't you get it? And so when somebody says you are domineering, you tell the person, no, I am not domineering, but I am very ambitious. Because unlike other virtues, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, self-control, ambition is also a virtue that if you allow it to work perfectly in you, it enables you to excel. And I tell you, everything that does not bear fruit will be hewn down. Nigeria is fruitless and must be hewn down. So when somebody says, oh, you are domineering, we are not. We have not dominated anybody. Don't deny it completely. Also remind them the truth. We are not domineering, like I said, but we are very ambitious people. Number 2, we are not greedy, but rather we work very hard to get all that there is to get in any situation or circumstance. I was, they are very greedy. They are very greedy. No. We are not greedy, but we work very hard, very, very hard to get all that there is to get. We work very hard. It's not being greedy. Now, if you are a Christian and you understand the principle of sowing and reaping, and Jesus told the disciples, he said, 3 men went out to plant. At the end of the harvest season, one reaped 30 fold, another one reaped 60 fold, and then the third person reaped 100 fold. Now, Biafrans are people who reap 100 fold. If you check the first harvester who reaped 30 fold and plus it to the second harvester who reaped 60 fold, you will see that 30 plus 60 is 90. 2 profit of 2 men put together is not even up to what 1 man made. We are not greedy. We just are ambitious people. We want to get all that there is to get. It is acceptable. Some people will say overtaking is allowed. We work extremely very hard to become the best of the best and the best of who we are. Don't you get it? Our children work very hard to go to school. They studied very hard. I got to a stage I become worried myself. A child of 3 years old, early morning he has gone to school. From school he will enter extramural lesson. From extramural lesson he will begin to do homework. From homework he will eat and sleep. As he wake up he is preparing for school. I look at these children and say, where are we heading to? 3 years old, waiting in the read. Almost 18 hours every day he's reading. What is he reading? But of course, I will not discourage them. I continued. But while my son is working very hard, I am encouraging them to study very hard so they become somebody in future. There are some Alamajiri in the north, Fulani, all these hopeless people. They are destroying their own children. They give birth to little children. Look at all those Alamajiri they are pushing to Biafra land now. They are happy. In their mind, we are going to conquer somebody. But they don't know that their elders are destroying their life. We don't do that. We don't have Alamajiri in Biafra land. A cripple without hand and leg, even blind people, they give money. They work hard, they dash people money. If you see any Biafran begging, watch that person have Yoruba or Hausa blood. Begging is not in our DNA. I'm telling you the truth. While we are busy teaching our children to work hard in order to become successful, Hausa Fulani are turning their youth to beggar. Common beggar, putting them inside Dangote trailer. All these people, if they have sense, they will ask these people, Aerofa that are sending them to Biafra land, where are your children? Why are your children not inside this trailer with us? But they don't have sense. That is how they have reduced them to animal. So then they are coming to conquer their father. Oh. You people should not worry. But I won't digress further. We are not greedy, but we work very hard to get all that there is to get. Number 3. They say you are hater. You are hater. You hate people. We are not hater. Except that we have made up of our mind to respond to everybody who is attacking us. We are not haters. It's just that we have made up our mind to respond, to reciprocate to any form of evil coming to us. We have not hated anybody. We are the one loving. If I leave my land now, the people who have Yoruba blood and Hausa blood, they will attack me. Thank God me, I have Fulani blood. We are not haters. We are the lovers. We love Yoruba until the Chuku Makadona and Zogo carry out the first Igbo coup, as they say. It's all because of Yoruba. We love one Nigeria, all to the extent. Go and look at Obieze Kwesiri defending Buhari, even though Buhari is dead. We don't hate anybody. We have been hated so long, and it is time we respond, we reciprocate. Nigerians are not enjoying it, and they will never enjoy it until the end. Oh, IPOB are haters, IPOB are this. We are not all these things. We are just responding. Photosynthesis. Responding to stimuli. We are responding. What a man sow, he reap. Number 4. We are not Nigeria. Even though we are forced into this false entity called Nigeria, we are not Nigeria. Somebody come, but you are in Nigeria. Tell them you are not in Nigeria. A leader say somebody just came, a drunkard, Frederick Lugard, in the company of a prostitute. Yeah, in Nigeria. And people have died to protect this creation, evil enclave called Nigeria. We are not Nigeria. Only criminals answer Nigeria. If you are good and fine. If you are wonderful, nobody is in Nigeria. Biafrans are not Nigeria. Oh, we are all one Nigeria, our negotiable one Nigeria, our loving one Nigeria. We are not Nigeria. Don't you get it? That is the reason why we are here. And so if at the end of the day, we are not all this, it is important you understand who we are. Number 1 of who we are. We are the only people on earth that agree that we love money. Nobody loves money. If you want to know who we are the only people in the world that agree that we love money. Yoruba don't love money. Hausa don't love money. Only Igbo love money. But the people who don't love money, they want to die inside anywhere that does not belong to them. We are the only people that agree that we do what? We love money. We are the only people that have sense. Don't let anybody deceive you. When you are having discussion with somebody, they will say, you don't use Igbo sense. You don't use Igbo sense. I have never heard anybody say, you don't use Yoruba sense. Or you don't use Hausa sense. You will always hear them say, you don't bring Igbo sense. Some of you say, they use Igbo sense. Are you not happy? Yoruba don't have sense. That is why they don't use sense. Hausa don't have sense. If not, they will be telling them, he don't use Hausa sense. He don't use Yoruba sense. But at least they acknowledge that you have sense. Forget about what they are doing now. So anytime somebody say you don't use Igbo sense, ask her, what of your own village? You know get sense. I want to make you understand who we are. We are the only people that have traveled the world, both on land, on sea, and on air, without navigator. Biafrans are the only Homo sapien that have traveled the world, whether on air, whether in the land, whether in the sea, without navigator. People don't understand what we go through. Because somebody wants to say, who are you? I'm a Biafran. Who is a Biafran? I'm trying to explain to you who we are. We are the only people that have traveled the nook and cranny of the whole world. The world will bear testament without a navigating system. Somebody go wake up one day, then go day 3. Say, Nigeria, don't tire me. Maybe they raise 75,000. They don't enter motor to Lagos or to Cameroon. They don't cross border. They don't begin waka. In the midst of the journey, I have a younger cousin brother. As we're speaking now, he's in Germany. He's doing well. He's a cousin, son to one of my uncle. He was so tired of life that he couldn't wait any longer. The next thing we saw, he has sold his clothes. He has gone. The next thing, like 3 years later, he called us from Italy. After crossing Libya, he told us story how he do. He run between Italy and Germany. And what I cannot understand is how a 19-year-old boy can leave Abo and travel to Libya without navigator, without mother, without father. All those things beat my imagination. He traveled on the road in less than 6 months. He's there already. He stayed in the isolation camp, or what do they call this, their refugee camp, until he was able to, they endorsed him and he entered Italy. We are the only people. We just go somewhere we don't know anybody. The word bear testament. In fact, as a child, they will tell us, in school, anywhere you reach for this word, if you know see Igbo man, make you know say they know they stay there. Because even though na hellfire, Igbo man they there. Even though na heaven, Igbo man they there. They used to tell us. So the world know who we are. They can be pretending. But next time when they ask you who is a Biafran, tell Biafrans are the people who travel the nook and cranny to the ends of the earth, in heaven and on earth, without navigator system. And now you are getting an idea of who we are. We are the most endangered species of Homo sapien here on this planet Earth. You can tell them, Biafrans are the most endangered species of Homo sapien. What did we do? God bless us with resources. Everybody wants the resources in Biafra land, but they don't want Biafra, so they want to kill us. Have you ever wondered why Biafran remained the first indigenous genocide that nobody wants to talk about? Have you ever considered the fact that Biafran genocide is worse than the Jewish Holocaust and nobody wants to talk about it? Have you wondered why when the issue of Biafra is raised, everybody is hiding because almost all of them are accomplished? But somebody say, don't say it, forget about it, it's past time, move ahead. How can we move ahead? Most endangered species. That is who we are. We are the people who have contributed nothing less than 25% of the development of every culture here on earth without developing our own land. We are the people. There is no civilization. There is no part of the world. You will not see a Biafran who have become part of the people who developed that society. It doesn't matter. China, Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, America, Europe, everywhere we work to develop 25% of almost every culture in the world. But we are not allowed to develop our own. We are not allowed to develop our land. People don't understand. We are shouting, our people, bring your investment, come home. Oh, bring your investment, come home. But we know what is obtainable. The only investment Nigeria and British government will allow you to do in your hometown, in your village as a Biafra, is simple. Build hotel. They won't allow you to open company and industry. They will ask you to go to Yoruba land or Hausa land. Go to Abuja or you go to Lagos. Without that, you can't build any company or industry in Biafra land. We know. Except it's hotel. At least they can branch in the hotel, defy some of our girls and then continue. We know. But we want to believe that we need to take some necessary action to redefine our situation and circumstance. I challenge you, come from wherever you are and say you want to develop your land as a Biafran. They won't give you the license. They won't. Except you go to Lagos or Abuja. So when they ask you, who are Biafrans? Tell them we are the people that are developing other people's land, but they cannot allow us to develop our land. But be rest assured, it's not going to be very long. It's not going to be. May I remind you that we are the people who were involved in uncivil war. Genocide was carried out in Biafra land. Britain did their job very well to make sure that nobody talks about it. They were dispensing different kind of lie. Oh, there is famine. Oh, there is drought. Oh, it's just minor sickness. Oh, we are looking into it. And in all this, in 3 years of the war, like Dean Chukwuemeka Odimegwu said, necessity gave birth to invention. During those 3 years of horrific bond, we lived across the great chasm that separates knowledge from know-how. That is who we are. Ojukwu and his men were able to build rockets. They guided it well. Just a minute. Ojukwu and his men were able to build rockets. They guided it without going to anybody to help them. This is who we are. That rocket was guided far and near in that 3 years of war. We were blocked without hope of international airport. But yet we maintain all our vehicles. The state of Biafra extracted and refined petrol individually in their backyard. We built and maintained our airport even under the highest bombardment ever known to man. Yet we have the most busiest airport during that 3 years of bombardment. This is who we are. Despite the heavy bombardment, like I said, we recovered so quickly after each raid that we were able to maintain a record of the busiest airport in the continent of Africa. May I remind you who we are? That we were able to communicate to the world through telecommunication, without NTN, without Glo, without V-Mobile, without Nitel, because we were able to build our own local telecommunication through the ingenuity of our people. We were able to communicate to the world, and the world communicate back to us. This is who we are. We built an armored car, tank, of course. We modify aircraft from a trainer to fighter aircraft, from a passenger aircraft to bomber aircraft. In 3 years of freedom, we had broken technology barrier. These are things Nigerians don't want you to know, but this is who we are. In that very 3 years, of course, this is May, the year we remember this generation. In that 3 years, we became the most civilized, the most technologically advanced black people on the face of the planet Earth. This is who we are, Biafrans. Military cars that use palm oil as fuel. This is who we are. When it was taking time to have refined fuel in some area where you don't have oil well, our father harnessed palm kernel. They took palm oil. They will cook palm oil till it become fuel. They use it to drive cars, tanker, lorry. This is who we are. They cook palmy until palmy will turn to kai-kai, until kai-kai will turn to petrol. They use it to drive their motor. This is who we are. The famous Obunigwe the only non-nuclear explosive device that generated 0.6 magnitude of earth tumor without nuclear fusion. We made it in Biafra land here. This is who we are. And so when somebody is asking you, what is Biafra? Who is Biafra? You have so many things to tell them. But no matter what you tell them, it is as simple as reminding them that we are Biafrans and there is no apology.
Yeah. Oh. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we've done nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land because we love Biafra. Will die for Biafra. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. I am a Biafran. I respect people, but I'm not afraid of them. And I want to use this little opportunity to address those that say that they want to know where I come from. I, Prof. Alison Akoma, I come from town called Nenu in Obingwa, Abia State, and my mother comes from Akwa Ibom. I'm a man that believes what my father used to say, Mberede nyini dike, mberede keji amadike, mberede nyini onye si na ya bụ eze, mberede keji kwa na ameze. I so much believe in that word my father always used to say.
We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. Oh.
Of course, our message tonight is simple. Tell them we are Biafrans. When they ask you who are you, tell them you are a Biafran. Let them know what makes you a Biafran. We will not apologize for the phenomenon, Biafran phenomenon. We will proclaim it with pride. This is who we are. When Nigerians tell you, remember the war, remember the war, you think they fought any war. But we will come to look at those who fought us. But I'm just trying to remind you about who we are. There is no shame in the womb that gave birth to us. We cannot be ashamed for any situation or circumstance. We have found ourselves because we know in the end we shall emerge triumphantly. We shall emerge triumphantly. We will fight even to the last man standing. We will not give an inch to the enemy of Biafra. But let the world bear witness that we are not here to conquer anybody. We just want our life back. We are Biafrans. The people British government hate so much. The people that British government have become their Satan, their demon. But we are your destiny and we are your doom. Nigerian and her lovers. We Biafrans are your destiny and we are your doom. You will understand very soon. At this moment, our lines are open. And of course, I want you to tell me what makes us Biafran. I want you to tell me why you are proud as a Biafran. This is one thing Nigerians can never be proud of. We are Biafrans. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614. We understand the precarious situation we have found ourselves. But do not let that thought leave your mind for a single moment that in the end we are Biafran. Nothing more, nothing less. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Good evening, Mazi. My name is Simon and we're calling from Ameria, Spain.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Oh, hey, Biafrans. Oh, hey, Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. Bless every IPB family members all over the world. Bless our able leader. Bless all the whole IPOB leadership. Anywhere you are working, spreading this message. Bokike protect and guide every one of us. He said, Mazi Onyeibe, your topic this night, that way it is. Go back to your roots. I send you one comedy this thing. We must go back to our root, who we are. We are Biafran. I am a proud Biafran. Mazi Onyeibe, we are not apologizing. We have no explanation. We owe no apology to claim it, who we are, because we know who we are. We are ancient people. We are Ndubo. The world even belongs to us. Mazi Onyeibe, do you know that we Biafrans, we own this world up to China, up to Japan? Sometimes we don't know who we are. Igbo people have even ruled up to Japan. We have the history where we have all the fires. You know, all this system killing, uprooting the indigenous population all over the world. It has been going on for thousands of years. It's like when you said during your previous section, you said that this section, you said we are the only people that have traveled all over the world
without navigating system. Without navigating system, we traveled the earth. Our leader was broadcasting one day.
We are under the sea. We are under the water. We are everywhere. They know why. Do you think they don't know why they don't want us? Mazi Onyeibe, 2012, one man don't look at me. He said they don't want. People know us more than us. 2014, when we started this journey newly, this struggle, white people, there are some of them, when they see you, they don't know what to do. They will just tell you something and move. They say they don't want to see another Japan. Do you know, when you talk about our tradition, because African tradition, our way of life is real, pure and nature. 2003, I was in Austria. One man, he met me one day in the school where I was doing that touch course newly. This man, he put all this our artifacts, all this in the call ego. He have it many old. I was looking at this man, white man, because I normally ask questions. I start coming close to him. I ask him questions. He asked me, where did I come from? Immediately I say Nigeria. That time, he asked me my traditional name. Immediately I told him my traditional name. Do you know what he told me? He said we should go back to our place, that we'll have everything. He started explaining to me about all this, our way of life. But what is our problem? We went and took everything our enemy gave to us.
Our problem is that Yoruba and Hausa want all of us to die inside one Nigeria. Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, they want us to die inside one Nigeria. But the game
don't over now. The job don't knock. It don't knock. The job don't knock. The main problem is this: we took the God of our enemy. Since we accept Christianity, this is the thing that made them to enslave us. Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Your teaching is going out. There was a dream I have about you. I think about around 2-3 days. I sent you a voice message. There will be a time they will call you. Will be speaking to the world. It's coming. Because they think we're not gonna. I think they created all this law. At least it is released. They are still chasing all those Nazi war criminals and prosecuting them. There will be a time a witness will come. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Oh, hey, Biafra. But we are Biafran. We know what change it. We are not begging anybody about it.
Thank you very much. We are Biafrans. No two ways about that. Proclaim it with pride. Proclaim it with pride. Tell them you know who you are. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyeibe, good evening. My name's Mazi Wabweze Akota. I'm from Amandoba in Usu LGA, Biafraland. Mazi Onyeibe, I followed your topic this night already.
So much noise coming from your background.
Okay, let me change my position. So, is that clear now?
Better. Go ahead.
Okay. So, on that, from your topic this night, back to our roots and what makes us Biafra. I remember one particular thing. There's something that I remembered. When I was arrested, that was in the year 1987. I was arrested at Stateside Owerri. From there, they took me to Alabo, Lagos. Immediately, we arrived at that station, Alabo, that anti-robbery squad. The first people that met us, do you know what they said? That time, I haven't come across anything about, or nobody have been telling me that I'm a Biafran, you're a Biafran. The first police people, immediately we arrived there, what they said, the policeman said, Biafra, welcome to Nigeria. I don't understand what that man mean. Because I was arrested with my sister. They said, Biafra, welcome to Nigeria. We welcome you, Biafrans, to Nigeria. It's now I understand what that people were saying then. Now I understand. All of them that are doing this rubbish know that we are the original people. They know that there is nothing they can do, but the little opportunity they have to manipulate on us, they have to use it so that they will subdue us. But at the end, they fell because they failed to realize that no matter what you do to the Biafrans, Biafra will rise and stand. Still the Biafra. You can delay the destiny, but you cannot stop it. So, Mazi Onyeibe, what I want to say this night is about what they are doing. They are still doing what they are doing because I don't have any time to pet anybody or to tell anybody he's doing well. But for the fact that all these things they are doing, they are receiving the punishment. I say, Mechuko Kikabiyama continue to punish them because all of them that made Biafra to cry, that made Biafra to go walk on the street like people that have no mother and father. All of them are facing the same difficulty and pain. Now, in other states, each time you on radio, what you will hear from NCDC, that we have a new confirmed case of COVID-19. Today, COVID-19 in Nigeria have risen to 1,000 in number. Tomorrow, if you on radio, they will say that we still have another confirmed case of COVID-19. Then I call the radio and ask them, how long can you quarantine or examine person to know that that person have contacted that COVID-19? They say that it's 2 weeks, which is 14 days. I asked the man, these people, each day we on radio, say that you have got a new case of confirmed case of COVID-19. Are they into that isolation center before this time, or you people just made them on the road? The man made them on the road. The man cut me off. This is to tell you that they are using this COVID-19 to eat money. They are using it to intimidate people because I know for the fact Nigeria cannot be able to give common light for past a year, and then I'm using generator. For the fact Nigeria cannot be able to give common light, road, the governor, our governor here, he built common street road, can take him one to build, but in his own private house, he will not, at least within 2 weeks, his own private house is finished and they will pack in, but they are still punishing us. So, Mazi Onyeibe, what I'm saying is this: whatever they are using against us, I am very happy that our Lord, our Savior, I call it the Biafran Savior, our director, this time is doing the whole thing he have to do for the restoration of Biafra. Although Biafra have been restored, it's about for these witches and wizards to be removed from the way. So, Mazi Onyeibe, please, Mechuko Kikabiyama bless you. And what I'm telling you, in Abana, the radio is not clear. The road is not clear. So when it's come, it go. When it come, it go. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Our people must understand that in the end, we are Biafra. Nothing more, nothing less. Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Please move away from your radio set.
Thank you. May God bless you. I am calling you from Onisha. My name is Mazi Ndubisi, but I hail from my born state. You see precisely. You see in the Biafra land. Hello?
Go ahead, the word is listening.
Thank you, Onyeibe. Mazi, what I want to let the world know is that there is nothing like Nigeria. Come late, constant, Kikabiyama have done it. Whether people doubt it, or they take it, or they leave it, Biafra must come, and Nigeria must go down. It's on February 2016, Kikabiyama revealed to me the true Nigeria, what is called Nigeria. And I saw it as a tree. And that tree was very dry. There's no even cover. There's no branches. I heard a voice that said to me that I should look at my right-hand side. Immediately, I looked at my right-hand side like this. I see fire burning on that tree. I woke up. Though I am not sleeping, I begin to relate to my wife that Nigeria have gone. So people that are going on praying for Nigeria, doing this or that, they are wasting their time because God has mandated us to live. And there's nothing on this earth that will stop us. Whether Fulani, Hausa, whatever they call themselves, whether British or whatever they call themselves, they cannot stop the project of God. I am very happy to speak with you this night. I've been trying this line all the time, but it's very difficult. But today I have got you, and I'm saying that Coach Kabiam, I encourage you, encourage our deputy, encourage our team leader, Mazi Namtekano. People are wishing him dead, or even all of you. That all I know is that whatever that they wishes to you people, or even to us, they will also receive it with 100-fold. That is the word of God.
Thank you very much.
That's hoping this zoo country, that person is shaping a secret ground, because there's nothing like in Nigeria. So at a appointed time, God is going to make name for himself. I want to stop here.
Thank you very much.
To guide you and give you more knowledge and things.
Thank you very much.
I pray. Okay.
Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yeah, I got to number Biafra land. Got even from Wartime, Poland.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is take off first, and I appreciate you. The line are too noisy. Mazi, every other protocol are duly observed. I remain okay for no see what I miss for Warsaw, Poland. I hear from Omaka. Omaka is in our province of Biafra land. Mazi, talking about reincarnation, talking about with Biafra, Mazi, I think I am the first after director, because director is 67, we are 68. We are Biafran born during the war. And Mazi, one thing about the Biafrans, Biafrans are the people that are only in Biafra land, they have for reincarnation. People who are reincarnated, no other country, even where we are, is only in Biafra that we have people who are reincarnated. Those of, and even by our name we answer, no man, all those things. Nedima, Lotana, Wafumwachita, all these things are names signifying that I want the people meant Biafrans. Really hard to call Biafrans. It's only our names. And we are the only people that answer such name. We are incarnated. And Mazi, another thing of importance this night, I saw an article here right now. The Madagascar president is pulling out of World Health Organization and EU this night, and is calling all African countries to do the same now, because the man is very annoyed, because they discovered this coronavirus medicine, but Europeans are not refuse because it's coming from Africa. The man is encouraging all African countries to pull out of World Health. All of them in every organization, they should pull out and go and build their nation. Mazi, this is to tell that whatever we are doing is entering, and we appreciate it and we love him. And we tell that man, the Madagascar president, to keep it up. Biafra, Africans are waking up. Mazi, Biafra, we are the only people. We are the only people all over the world that we can survive no matter the situation we are into. Mazi, right here, people here don't stand the pressure. They will go and commit suicide. They will go and enter train to kill them. But Biafra, we suffer everything. We can survive in any ground. We are all over the world. Some of us went with the food. The first missionary journey in Europe, we went from Turkey to Bulgaria to Greece. We came with legs. We call it Ikiki. It's only Biafra that does that. It's only Biafra that can survive in anywhere. and nothing depends, nothing fears us. We are very, very optimistic. We have a target and we meet it, despite the costs, whatever it will take. Mazi, I love my people, and in 100 generations to come, I will be a Biafran. And that is why we are giving everything we have to make sure we utilize our land. We are very, very fanatical about this thing we are doing. We are radicalized. We are men of valor. We have no fear and we are getting there. And we thank God for Martin Nandi Okukalo. He's born 67, the day Biafra was named, for you to know the kind of people we are. So anybody thinking that they can buy us over or we can later deviate, it's not possible. We are determined people and nothing will stop us.
Much.
I thank Ekeko that we are there. Much on that note, let me tell my beloved people from Imo State, I am still waiting for their receipts because what is at stake? Please call the number plus 48739 672 638 if you are from Imo State. No matter where you are coming from, in your province in Imo State, your town, your village, call this number. As long as you are from Imo, please, we want to make sure that you are getting Radio Biafra. Our mothers, they are getting Radio Biafra. And above all, and lastly, put your volunteers in, put your local vigilantes in order right now. It's a must. Go and organize their people, your town now. Put your vigilantes in order because Onyeibe has said it. Every volunteer in Biafra land, tonight, you don't sleep at night. So please wake up. Agwa the nakreka, agwa bata nah, is within us. We let us not allow this thing to happen in our Biafra land. Our forefathers did it for us. They gave us life. And Chukwu can do it again. Mazi Nandikal is here, directing us. Let us follow whatever he's telling us and let us defend our land. Put whatever you have to make sure we protect our mothers, we protect our land. At the end of the day, good night from here. Okay, for it. Thank you for watching it.
Our people must understand we are Biafrans. The only name that is making Nigeria to be afraid. Once you mention Biafra anywhere, we are Biafrans. They must know it, they must accept it, and Biafra will be free in the end, whether they like it or not. Caller and WhatsApp, are you still there?
You say one Chineke Shalom. Good evening from here. Yeah, my name is Precious and I'm calling you from Abagana. Abagana is in Njikoka. Ijikoka is in Amambara. Amambara is in Biafra land. First of all, let me thank Biafra for what I've been doing just for Biafra. For the life of our leader, Mazi Nandekano, and the life of our deputy leader, Mazi of Car from afar, and the life of our brother George Onyeibe, the one who is on the studio right now, and the life of all Biafrans who are working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is restored. I say, give us the strength, give us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be restored Biafra, and Biafra will come at the end. We must take our Biafra back home. In the name of Chukwu, see. If I continue, I want to sing a song for our leader. I want to repeat a song for our leader. Mazi Nandikano, Omaricha nwa Chineke nyere ụmụ Biafra ka o wetara anyị ala anyị wụ Biafra. Mazi Kano tanta iji ụkwụ ya tanta ụkwụ ọnụ ya bụ design brenu ya kọmputa iji ụkwụ ya tanta ụkwụ ọnụ ya bụ mizan nke na-achụgharị ndị zu ha ji agbagharị okirikiri. Mazi brother George Onyeibe, okay, do you know that our leader voice is missile? Yeah. If you type in Google, the highest missile in the world that stays in Nigeria is our leader Mazi Nandekano. The only man who makes Nigeria run as artist theater. The only man who makes Afro to break into pieces. The only man who destroy Nigeria and bring them down to their knees. The only man who make Nigeria so that they don't know anything to do again, to send their brothers who don't know anything to come and attack the Biafrans. They will die on their way coming. They will not see, but then forget that who we are. That our blessings from our father, our father Jacob, is that they will attack us and we attack our attackers. They know that Biafra have never paid for war, and the Biafra is not fearing for anybody. Biafra is the one that hold the world, and Biafra is the one that control the world. So in the one I'm saying this evening is to tell our brothers in here in Anambra, in Abagana here, to keep it up and keep it on. They are trying, they are very resolute to be vigilant. It is time for everybody to be vigilant and watching and making sure that everybody is secure. Everybody has to become vigilant group now. Everybody has to become vigilant. Working, because these people they can come up at any time, but you must free them because we are going back. There is no going back, my brother. We say that we are standing shoulder to shoulder with you people. Since 2014, we are here and there's no going back. We have never give up and we can never give up. Not to this end that we will give up. So I'm encouraging you, my brother, for your lessons that you are giving to us. You are preaching us. We say, may you give us more about it. And there's one thing I want to beg to be one of them. Ask them, that thing for that day, about that Udako. I want you to teach us the way to make that Udako and the other. I don't forget the other one name. So I want you to help us to give us how to produce it. Because, sometimes when you say some things, you help us to show us the way to make it. Because people, many of us, don't know how to make it. Yes, because it's very important.
By the grace of God, I will teach you next week, hopefully.
Okay, thank you, man.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. It is simple. It's only one thing that is causing this problem. We say we are Biafrans. They say, no, you are Nigeria. And we that are Biafrans, some of us don't even know who we are. And so tonight, it is a privilege to remind you who we are. In case somebody asks you, who is a Biafra? Don't let them tell you otherwise. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Isaiah Mboka. I'm calling from Oka, Unit 1. Mazi, I'm very, very thankful for what your people are doing. I'm a able leader, Mazi Nande Kalo. To put the one. Namekalona, Lord, Panigona, Lona Diamma. Neke, not even known. Mazon was going to give you an unneeded coordinator or half-year unit coordinator number. Because in my hometown, we're a unit here.
You will have to go through your coordinator.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Okay, thank you, sir. My name is Obunayoke David. I'm calling from Lometogo. Mazi, we are Biafran, and nothing can make us to be one Nigeria. We are not a Nigeria. We are Biafran. Hello, sir.
Go ahead, the world is listening. Of course, we lost that caller on the line.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. Do you know that you say that doing that in all the days that these people used to use palm kernel oil and do a lot of things. You know that in this Benin Republic now, as I'm talking to you now, there is one Reverend Father from Owerri. This man is a farmer. Do you know that this man tell Nigeria people for them to give him land for it to come and do farm in Nigeria? These people refuse to give this man this land. But do you know that the government of this Benin Republic give this man, if you see the place this man is built, all people all over the world used to come to this Benin Republic. This man use urine and the shit. I don't know how he used to make it to make light. He's not even using light or solar energy. He himself is using what God has bestowed on him to make light. This shit we are shifting, even the urine also. This man, if everybody that used to come to his place here to come and learn for this man, even if UN give this man diplomatic passport, this man used to go. All the Nigerian people here now, even if in this Benin Republic, this man is highest farmer is from Owerri. If you see this man, what this man is producing in this Benin Republic, you will marvel. You will, even if there is a time this man travel to his hometown, they want to kidnap that man. It's God that made this man to escape, to come back. If you see what this man built in this Benin Republic, this republic, they didn't even take this man to pray. All the workers, everybody, even if this former governor of Anambra State, I forgot, not all they are not, the one that gives this all they are not this thing. He sent his guys, they come this Benin Republic to come and learn. If you see, all over the world, they are coming in this Benin. If you like, anytime IPOB do this thing, let them, for you people to take eyes and see what this Biafran man is producing in this country. He's not even using fertilizer or something like that. He's using national manure. God has given this man this thing. I'm telling you, some will stay 3 months, some will stay 5 months in hotel paying. But it's something that is paying Nigerian people for them to give him life to eat. They refuse. And now they are seeing what this man is doing now. Now they are calling the man. It's already late. I'm telling you, this man is making us this proud in this country, Benin Republic. I'm calling you. I'm telling you the truth. Thank you, my brother. That's what I say. Let me tell you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is why we are Biafrans. 3 years, Biafrans was isolated from the rest of the world. They were able to manufacture a rocket. They guided it well. They were able to make telephone. They communicated to the world and the world communicated back to them. These 3 years of genocide. Biafra Airport in Imo State was the busiest airport in Africa. They were able to recover after every bombardment. Even after the war, in less than 10 years, the economic GDP of the Biafran nation beat all of them in Africa. This is who we are. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi Onyeibe, may your days belong.
Good evening from here.
May the Lord of Biafra Chukwu Kekadama be your guidance and protection. I thank you for your life. With the wisdom of the God, with his infinite mercies imparted in you, with the knowledge you have been dishing to Biafra, from you. You see, I'm living in Japan. My name is Ichie Nkokwa. In 2005, that's what I'm just picking up a point from going back to our roots. From that area I am coming at. So in 2005, what is holiday here? That is their Golden Week, which always lasts 7 days. So I were out in the streets. That's a bar. So they start playing Bob Marley, slave driver. So I see one white man there. The way he was singing to that song, because I thought that the white people, this music is against them. So when the man was singing that music and he was flowing with the music, sipping his hot, I go close to him. I said, "Man, where are you from?" He says he's from Israel. I know because within me, I know that we Biafrans, we are, which will be told that we are from Israel. And not only that, I am a Christian too. So I hugged him. When I hugged him, he now held my hand. He said, "Where am I from?" I said, "I'm from Nigeria." He said, "Are you a Muslim?" I said, "No, I'm a Christian." He turned and looked at me. He said, what my father is worshiping before I become a Christian?" I said, "My father is a Christian." He said, "He said, what of my own grandfather?" So I was was ashamed to say my father won't know your more. He say, I don't know how to put it. He say, beggar or whatever. What the man told me, I should go back to my roots. What that thing my grandfather is worshiping is what made me who I am. Oh, if it is now, with this knowledge you have imparted in us, with our leader now, the color have made us to know who you are. That man, I could have taken his contacts. I could have related to him. Maybe you could have teach me more. Maybe the way you are speaking now, we should be bold to be talking this way. This man told me, that was 2005. He told me that what is my grandfather? What are we worshiping? He now asked me, who colonized us? I said, it's Britain. He said, it's Britons that bring Christianity to us. I said, yes. He said, that thing that my grandfather is worshiping, that's what makes us that makes me who I am. That I should go back there. Mazi, this is a true life story. I am not concocting anything. And what again I want to say again, please, I don't want to take your much time. This Fulani they are bringing to us, this is not Alamajeri. These are the Boko Haram. The people of Chad are disconnected and sent away. So they are stranded now in the northern side. The people who used to feed them, people who used to use the money of the resources that do come from Biafra land and give to them. Abakari is no longer alive. Buhari, what they call Brutai, is nowhere to be found. Jubril, because this is the army they are using to uphold themselves. So now these boys are stranded. There's nowhere for them. Most of their arms, the Chadian government have taken it from them. So they're coming to our place to occupy there as Fulani, because after they get a grant, we have to stay. They will know what to do. Their people from the north begin to back them up. But then that the north is not conducive for them to stay. Alamajeri is within the 8 years, 7 years to 10 years. After they're off the streets. They're hooligans anywhere they are. So you let those people, Biafra, not to see these people as Alamajeri. This is an able men, 37 years, 32 years, 29 years. So let us not to say it's the Amajeri. They're not Amajeri. Please, these people are foot soldiers. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Yes, you are on point, but
thank you.
Thank you very much. But at the end of the day, they will know we are Biafrans. We have been praying, let them come. All their number, let them come. There is no border, there is no gate. Let them come. No problem. No problem. They are born to rule, Abi. No problem. There is no problem. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening from here.
Mazi, we don't go to Chadian already. Biafrans all over the world. Let every human being on this planet Earth bear witness today who is Prince of Men 2020. And with that, I said before, we are Biafran. That is why we bear the name of Ipob. But we have said, Micah, chapter 6, verse 8, 10, and 13. Very, very important. Read it from 1 to end. If we offend Ipob, they discipline us. This generation has taken a decision to return back to that Ipob. Psalm 24, the creator of the whole universe. Genesis chapter 1, where he spread the curve of the moon around the world. He said, let that be light. Darkness was there, he never changed it. But every human being on this planet Earth, there is a place today. Adam and the Eve deceived Adam. I said, Buhari, you cannot deceive my leader. Zechariah chapter 5, remains your best thing. Zechariah chapter 5, the most wicked
wickedness of this planet. You want to come and kill something that we are even husband. Better than the Goya. From now you can get up this man. By the only money not allowed. People don't care the most. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 17. His creation. Then the canoe. Then what do you get in Biafra? I have to be the one I won't have a tagline. Someone else, Gabon is with that, you come and one day, what will you not get for you? Oh, no, they can when you open it, when they fall in the ocean, and money, I will land or so can be told, or by the God of Dara. Then I told you, you're going to time, I started the first and somebody that is very phenomenal here. Also on that day, according to the air, or blood day, like the other day, I feel that I have to fight the chairman. Just no practice to go from this minute to no practice to very vigilant. Also, we are going to honor apologies in Trump. So that cannot remain in America. They are waiting for virus to stop. And these people are using it for the family. So they are carrying their heads everywhere, waiting for the last. Tell me at the top of the recommencing. But if you people attack the bullet or the flag of Biafra, can you continue to play? Let us just see you people. Let the blood. Then pretend you will be shot down. They don't care for it. Not agenda. Only they never know they know what. People like that and not Biafra. But I mean, they support the Dawota, kind of Dawota, kind of like that. Why all come to get a place of the European Navy? All come up and let them. All your blessed Biafra. Oh, yes, Biafra.
Everybody must hail Biafra. Thank you very much, Kola and WhatsApp.
Oh, hey, Biafra, Mazi, Onyeibe. My name is Kesilos Ribu. I'm calling you from Morocco. Ohamadike. I'm always happy since yesterday till now. My deputy, every principal officer, George Onyeibe, what made me call? I want to remember you, your position when Biafra come. DNA test officer. My dear, you are powerful. You are too much. Oh my God. I'm telling you, he made it possible and he did it. Every angle, you are making it all right. My dear brother, honestly, I'm full of joy with your word every morning, every night. Every afternoon, every time I got your message, honestly, I'm not even in my life to expect somebody from that such a tribe there to become a sitting table like this. My dear, Biafra is a spirit, honestly speaking. And the same thing here, an Akwa Ibom man now will come out. Hey God, we will see what? The same thing to others, the same thing. So my brother, we are not practicing or go more. This is a tag, like how they tag us terrorists. That is what white people do. We are practicing the old method of Judaism. Jidogu, Jidofo, my dear brother, is a way of our life. And here, in this platform, Radio Biafra, we worship. No going back. Mazi George Onyeibe, keep it on. Keep it on, my brother. Keep it on.
Thank you very much.
And your eyes, yes, your eye being to these Fulani people in that bush. I did not see any reason why some Fulani will love to live in Asorok, some will like to live in bush. That they are deceiving themselves. We need to push these people out from every look of color of our bush so that our mother will go back to farm. If not, we are going to die in hunger. They know their plan and we will not accept. I will not take it. Oh, hey, Biafra, keep it on.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
I am here. Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening.
Good evening,
Thank you so much.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is JC Mwoke. I'm calling from Washington, D.C. in the United States of America. I just want to let you know that I've been listening to your radio broadcast, especially with regard to the Back to Your Roots message that you passing on to us. I was listening spellbound, and every single thing you said is completely true. I remember as a child growing up back in the village how we use something called ntoroba. Ntoroba is something that is used to demarcate boundaries. It's a special kind of tree. Like you said, it is special. Only those eyes that are seasoned, that know the customs and traditions, know exactly which one it is that separates one person's border from the other, person's boundary from the other. So, and a lot of stuff that you mentioned, like when people wanted to kind of keep their stuff, like their yam or even firewood that you have collected from the bush, and you put them at the wayside. You can put omo, which is like a palm front, or even okute, like you mentioned, and put it there. It could be there for ages. Nobody would touch it. It is because we've left our customs, our traditions. You could be a Christian, still being a Christian, but you still have to follow your tradition. So I thank Almighty God for giving you the knowledge and the wisdom to bring us back to our roots. And I'm asking all Biafrans that the hour has come. The hour has come. It is time to be bold. You all hear me? It is time to be bold. They should be afraid of us, not us being afraid of them. You should be bold. This responsibility to regain our fatherland is on our laps. We cannot run away from it. Whether you're in America, in Britain, in the Far East, all over the world, as long as you are aware of what's going on today, it is time to be bold. Let's all come together. Organize yourself wherever you find yourself. Call your omona. Don't be afraid. Call them. Sensitize them. And let's all join hands together. We shall get there. Mazi Onyeibe, may God continue to bless you and your family. What you do, each one of us has what they do for Biafra in our own enclave. We should continue to do those things that we're supposed to be doing. Mazi Onyeibe, I am running full steam ahead with our project. It's on course, and we shall get there. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Almost
oh,
hey, Biafra. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. We must continue. Caller WhatsApp, are you still there?
Hello, good evening, George Onyeibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Oh, how are you doing, sir?
God is faithful.
I'm so glad to hear that, sir. George Onyeibe, my name is Nnamdi. I am calling you from Aba. I'm a member of IPOB in Power Line Zone 2. George Onyeibe, I have been blessed with all of your topic, which is saying going back to our roots. This is who we are. We are Biafrans. There is no two ways about it. They have deceived us a lot. And it is a time for us to wake up from our sleep and return back to our roots. This is where we find who we are. I'm also encouraging every member of IPOB, especially those in our zone, Power Line Zone 2, and also Power Line Zone, to continue keeping faith, because at the end, Biafra must surely come to pass, and all must hail Biafra. George Onyeibe, all the teachings you have been giving to us, it's amazing. I'm assuring you of that. It's amazing, helping us to remember things we have forgotten. All this white man, both the British, with the help of Nigeria, they have really dealt with us. That even made us to begin to see ourselves as evil people, whereas all of our tradition, all of our cultures are the best in the world. Our director has been hammering it all the time, telling the whole world and most of our people here in Biafra land that we are the choosing people. We are the owner of this earth. The other day, our director was making it clear that the center of this earth is in Biafra land. And people don't believe it, but it is the truth. Even the British, they know it. I remember one day, one of the broadcasts our director made, he said that he went to British government and asked them concerning about the zero latitude and long latitude. I don't know if I'm right with that. He was asking them, the one they removed, where can it be located? And when they saw that for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know that he's a brilliant man, for him to ask such a question means that he knows something. That's why they couldn't lie. At the end of everything, the letter told him that it can be found. What director was asking them can be found in one of the ocean in Biafra land. So which means Biafra is the center of this earth. That's why none of them want to talk about Biafra. None of them want to give us support because they have seen what we could become. What our veterans, our war heroes did during Biafran war amazed the whole world. That's why they are scared of Biafra. And they must always remember and know that the coming of Biafra, just like our leader have already said, can be given by Chukwu Okike Abiyama. It's in the hand of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. The Nigerian government may do their worst, but we are assuring them that Biafra must stand, and Biafra, all of them must help Biafra at the end. We are not afraid of what they are doing, bringing Alamajiri in our land. Actually, those guys are foot soldiers, but they will experience what the land of Biafra is made of. What you are teaching us concerning going back to our roots is amazing. And I'm assuring you that our people are really, really waking up. We must go back to our roots. That's where we belong. That is who we are. I am proud to say that I'm a Biafran. Very, very proud of it. I don't know about other people. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of saying it. Everybody that knows me around where we are staying knows that. I'm fully proud of Biafrans. I'm not ashamed of my identity. Nigeria is a fraud. And it is a time for them to carry their Nigeria and go back and give us Biafra, just like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said. And I pray that God will continue to sustain our leader, protecting him from the evil ones. All of you that are championing this cause, both those in DOS, Directorate of State, all the leaders, my prayer goes to all of you. Keep up the good work. We here in Biafra land, we are not giving up. We will give you all of our best whenever a call is made.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello. Hello, George Onyeibe. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Ada from Amoya. I greet you. I greet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Uchemefu, and all other Biafrans. Nowadays belong. Your topic is very nice. Yesterday I called, but I didn't get through. Talking about what made us Biafran. The list is endless. Going to talk about our self-esteem or climbing the Iroko tree with their hands. We believe in us. It never die hard spirit in us. The list is endless. We are proud of ourselves. We love ourselves. We help our neighbors. It's a popular verb in our place. There are so many of them. We love Biafrans. We are Biafrans. And Biafrans we will be. Thank you. All help Biafra.
Almost Hill Biafra. Thank you very much for your contribution, Ma. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, Mazi. Good evening, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
Good. Yeah, my name is Friday O'Hary. I'm calling from Zawiya City, Libya. Mazi, I want to thank you specially for the history, for the teaching you have been giving all Biafrans. In fact, I so much appreciate you, and I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama for giving us a man like you in this time. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless you and to strengthen you. Mazi, my contribution this evening is in regarding about the palm kernel oil, extraction. In our language, I am from Imo State, in Mbisen. I'm from Mbisen to be precisely. And in our dialect, I know all had the thing eluake. And that eluake is used for conversion. I could remember those days when we are little kids. If any of my siblings, they are having conversion and use that eluake and rub
that cream now, we call it udakon. It's what it can do. It's unbelievable. Go ahead.
Yes. In Mbise dialect, it's one in Mbise land. We use it for treatment of conversion. We equally use it for piles, to treat pile. Any child in area pile that time, I will read the loake, my anike and all that. And before you know it, everything will just disappear. So the thing is, it has a lot of potentials, very spiritual and physical potentials that a ward of evil spirit. And Mazi, I equally want to thank you and ask you if there is any way we can be getting the audios of this broadcast so that we can, pass it across to our brothers who are here. And I equally want to tell you that from your instruction when I chatted you on WhatsApp early this year, we've been able to open a unit in Zawiya City here, Libya.
Congratulations for that, and of course I can assure you any moment from now you people will be properly inaugurated. And as for your request,
thank you, Mazi.
The broadcasts are on Radio Biafra page. If you go there, you will get all of them. Okay. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, Mazi.
We must continue. And of course, like I said, we are Biafrans. When they ask you, look at them and tell them, this is who we are, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. This decision was not ours. This choice was not, we didn't make this choice. This is the perfect will of the Creator. We will not regret our actions. We don't pity ourselves. We are not lamenting over what has been done to us. We accept all of them in good faith. And we say to the Creator that at the end of the day, in 100 lifetime, we still want to be Biafrans. Be rest assured, Biafra will be restored in no time. Like our mommy said, he said we are Biafrans because of the undying spirit. I'm signing off from here. I say do have a pleasant night rest. And those of you who are on different time zone, I say do have a wonderful day. Tomorrow morning is just another day. I must take time to appreciate men and women who made it possible for me to come on air through Radio Biafra. Irrespective as the father, most of you don't even want your name to be mentioned, but yet I extend my greetings to you. Biafrans appreciate you. I say thank you in Chukwokika Biama's name. He say, Honorable Nwaneya Abaloso.
Feel the vibes. It's Mubad on the beat.
daddy, you will not go give me bandria. Not gonna let a puppy pick a drum in there. Come on, you from an assassin, no. Show me, make a see a no. Did you abu salele? We take and